In this video, we're going to install a wireless phone charger. In this video, we're going to install a wireless phone charger located under the climate controls of your front dashboard. Several weeks ago was Amazon Prime Day, and I went on a reckless shopping spree buying a lot of stuff for my Rav4, where I picked up a wireless phone charger that fits under the climate controls of your front dashboard. If your Rav4 isn't equipped with a wireless phone charger, you can pick up one of these for a lot less than purchasing the technology package that you would get directly from the Toyota manufacturer. If we take a look at the contents inside of the box, we have a certificate that it passed. We have a user's manual, not an installation manual. That's where I would come in. We have a tiny screwdriver, probably for screwing something. And then we have the wireless charging unit itself. This is all black, which doesn't match the orange trim color of my Rav4, but I didn't have much of an option there. If we look at this, we have the cigarette socket, or the 12 volt socket. We have the factory USB port socket, a USB-A and USB-C, and then we have the wireless charging unit right here, and a button that might be for turning on and off the wireless charger. It looks like it connects into the Rav4 using two different leads, and there's a fuse on the red wire, which is a good thing for protecting the unit. It says in here, input power 12 volts. The USB out is 5 volt 3.2 amps, so it's about 15 watts. And there's another one that's 18 watts, and then another one that's about 20 watts. Then the wireless charger is 15 watts, which is pretty typical for a low range wireless charger. I believe over here between the USB-A and USB-C there will be a voltage display of your battery, which will also be nice, although being that far back into the console you probably won't see it. So let's get started. I will leave a link in the description section to Amazon for this product and the other ones that are compatible for the Rav4. You can go based on price or the way they look or the colors, depending on what options are available at the time of posting this video. First thing I'm going to do is make sure I have a lot of my trim removal tools, because that's pretty much what you're going to use to remove a lot of panels. Get rid of my subwoofer. I have surface liners as well that might not be compatible with this wireless charger. And then we have the double socket slot organizer as well. If you have a 12 volt low profile converter, you might want to remove that as well. Right here in this area, we want to basically remove this and install the wireless charger. To do that, we need to have access to remove this from here and then go under and pull this out. Now what I've seen is that this shift knob is too large to remove this, so we do need to remove the shift knob head. You might even be able to find some aftermarket accessories to put some carbon fiber over this leather or whatever type of material you have on your Rav4. So we're going to push this down, just like I did. It requires some force, but you saw I did it with 2 fingers and just pushed it downwards. Down here at the bottom, there's going to be a metal clip that we need to slide out. You can kind of see the leads over here. I'm going to get in as close as I can without losing focus. But there's a metal piece right here and on the back side that we're going to kind of push forward. That will release the knob from its location. So if we go over here, you can see the metal right there. We're going to try to pull it out. And maybe I'm going to get a trim removal tool to help me slide it out of there. Again, I'm primarily struggling because I'm doing this one-handed to hold the phone in the other hand. So you can see I'm sliding that metal trim clip out. Here it is. Once that is removed, this should come off easily. And there you have it. If we take a look at this, we have a button right here, which is not there. It's like active like that. And that triggers this to, I don't know, some sort of switch. This thing goes down and then you'll be able to shift gears. So that's what takes place with this mechanical knob. Once we have the knob removed, we're going to use a trim clip to remove the rest of this panel. There are probably red clips all around this, as I've seen it in most of the other parts of the Rav4. So I'm going to get a trim removal tool, stick some pieces in here, and just sort of work my way around. There. So we have the whole thing removed. There's your shift knob right here. So you need to kind of pull it straight up to go over this. And then on the underside, if I turn this around, okay, we don't have a lot of wire slack. Let me go like this. So you can see trim clip, trim clip, trim clip, trim clip, and trim clip right here. I'm going to leave it connected, but you could remove, maybe I'll remove it. Yeah. So you press on this and you pull it out, and you press on the one in here and you pull it out. So now you have a released piece. Just like that. So while you have it out, might as well stretch this and clean this, because I do get a lot of crumbs built up in here. So go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity. Clean this really well while you're at it. And if we take a closer look inside of here, not much going on. You have the wire harness, you have the shift gear, and it's probably all, I don't know, mechanical or electrical, I'm not too sure. So you can see we have access now to this to do the next step. With this piece removed over here, we can work on this, which is also held in place by several trim clips around the edges. So I'm going to start by just pulling it off. It's pretty easy. Oh, it's very easy. And then we're out. So this is what it looks like. You'll want to lift it up and then pull it towards you, because it looks like we have some sort of, I don't know, stabilizers back here. Let me see if I can flip this over. So you can see 4 trim clips that need to be removed. 2 up here and then 2 down here. I think I need 2 hands to unplug these wire harnesses. So let me get onto that. See if I can put my phone down. What I'm going to do next is try to remove the wires from the back side of this, which probably, just like our shift unit, has like a clip that you want to press and then pull out. Let me zoom in a bit more. So looking back here, I see one there. I'm going to try to get a trim clip to push and then pull this out. So this one is removed. The one that holds the USB port, there's a trim or a clip right here that you push down and pull out. Your Rav4 could look a little different, but they're all designed the same way. Some sort of clip mechanism you push and then you just try to slide it out. Here. So you push on this to get that one out, and then this piece, I believe was the other one, which you pull down on this tab and you slide that out. This right here was held into the this right here, so I just kind of pried that out. It's just to keep all the wires stable and not vibrate. Looks like we have a 3rd wire harness, which was not used in my Rav4. So if you do take this out of your Rav4 to do something with it, and you notice this is plugged in, let me know what it's for. I figured it would have been for the wireless charging unit, but that is not the case for my Rav4. So be interesting to know what this 3rd wire harness is if you have it utilized in your Rav4. So here is the whole unit that we're going to replace. Next, we want to take these 2 pieces out so we can transfer it onto the new unit. This one looks very easy. You have a clip here on the side. You have a clip here on this side. We're going to push those in, and I believe we need to push it forward so it comes out in this direction. I'm going to see if I can do it with my hands first. Yeah, okay. There it is. So pressed on this, and then we slid it forward. This is made in Japan. To remove the 12 volt cigarette lighter, there are clips here on the back side that you would push in to slide it out, but the metal barrel is in the way. So we need to remove the metal barrel first and push it outwards, and then push these clips on the inside or on the outside of this plastic cover before we can get the entire assembly out. Looking inside of here, I see a sort of like trim clip that I would push in and then slide it out. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but maybe when I remove this I'll be able to show you a little bit better. But I'm going to push this in, and then we're going to slide the entire barrel out. In fact, it's this trim clip right here that is holding it inside. So we need to kind of lift this trim clip upwards and then slide the barrel out. But we can't do it from the outside, we have to push it from the inside. So I struggled quite a bit with this piece. I did it from the outside. In fact, I got the screwdriver they gave me, I put it here, and I kind of just dug it out while pressing on this so that it can come out like this. So that piece was inside of this hole right here, which is this piece here. It's kind of lipped to hold the barrel back. So with that removed, I think I can now press on these clips here to take the plastic covering out. Like that. So now this is done. I'm not sure if I have to transfer these over to the other one. We'll take a look here. Yeah, it looks like we have to. So we're going to remove these plastic retaining clips and transfer them onto here. This is very similar to what I did to the Decide the head unit if you watched that video. We'll take the screwdriver and just remove these. So all 4 of them are removed. We'll take them. We will take those and put them on here. All 4 of them are now installed. We will transfer these USB ports and barrel onto here. So just like the way we removed it, we're going to install this guy first. You can see a groove in here, which is for this section. It will align quite well. So that's installed. Then we'll take this, we'll align this as well to get this installed. Then we'll push it in until it clicks inside. So that's completed. We'll take the USB port next. And we will slide this inside of here until that clicks. Next, we will connect this to the Rav4. We have 3 wire harnesses here. We have 2 over here with 2 connecting ports. And then we have this sort of retaining clip to hold this wire harness onto here. This wire harness is to carry 12 volts to the wireless charger and tee off into the 12 volt socket. So you will connect one of the connectors to here, and the other one will connect to your Rav4. And then this one will just simply be directly from the Rav4 that we pulled out. So this one goes into here, and then we'll plug it in. And then this wire harness will connect to the original one from the Rav4 that we removed. And then we will take this retaining clip and connect it to the unit. So that's with everything connected. 12 volt socket, USB port, and then the harness to go to the Rav4. We're going to slide this back into the Rav4 the same way we took it out. Then we'll press it down so it clips in. Looks like it's all there. So now that is mounted to the Rav4. I'm going to go ahead and put this cover back on. So we will plug in the wire harness that we removed and then use the trim clips to hold this in place while making sure the shift gear is visible. And then we'll press this down. Everything is now mounted. We are going to put the shift knob back into place and put that retaining clip as well. So this retaining clip is going to go back to the same location we took it out. And then we will slide this up back into its housing. So that's it. Very easy to do. The only challenging piece was that barrel for the 12-volt socket, but that worked out okay in the end. Next, what I'm going to do is put the car in accessory mode, make sure everything works. I don't think there will be a problem with the USB port. I have the Untitled head unit, so this port does not work for my Rav4 other than to power the device, because the Untitled head unit has a separate wire harness for it. The 12-volt socket we'll also be able to check out, and then we'll do the USB, the USB-C, and the wireless charging with an iPhone 12. I have the Rav4 in accessory mode right now. I'm going to plug in my USB-C to the USB-C port. And then I'm going to plug this into my Samsung phone. I said iPhone, but I'm going to do Samsung first. So it does charge. It says fast charging as well on the Samsung. This is an S10e. So the USB-C does support fast charging. Seems pretty good. I will now plug into USB-A and plug it into the same Samsung phone. It is also fast charging. I'll plug it into the USB port. Again, this shouldn't change because we didn't plug in any wire harnesses to that. And that is charging at regular speed. I'll take my 12-volt adapter and plug it into the 12-volt socket. And plug in the USB-A port into my phone. And that is also charging at regular speed. So all three ports do work. And I want to test out the wireless charging. So this phone does support wireless charging. If I place it here, it is charging wirelessly, and it seems to be, it says fast wireless charging, so that is pretty good. It's still charging, 59 minutes until full. I'm going to see what this button does over here. It turns off wireless charging. So if we look in here, it looks like there's a light bar back here. It's hard to tell what color it is because of the lighting. Maybe it's better visible at night. If I press the button, it looks blue, so I'm going to guess that it's on. If I put the phone down on here, it is not charging. If I correct the position, it's charging. So it does have to be placed really accurately for it to recharge. If I kind of took it off, it's still charging. And then wireless charging paused. So wireless charging does work on a Samsung device with wireless charging capability without a case. If you do have this surface cover liner that you purchased as an accessory for the Rav4, it fits really well on the Toyota part, but I think it is too large for this port over here. It works really well, like you wouldn't really notice honestly, but it does kind of loop over. And we can actually test if wireless charging works through the cover. It does. So it does wirelessly charge with these surface liners that have a relatively large thickness, probably something larger than your, or probably something more thicker than a cell phone case. So that is some good news. If you have a cell phone case, it should be able to recharge through it, although I wouldn't be too optimistic about that. Also over here is a display with the battery. It shows 11.8 volts, which also matches what my head unit says, 11.8 volts. So there is some accuracy with whatever that reads to my head unit. That is everything you need to know about installing a wireless phone charger into your Rav4. I have no complaints with this. It works really well. And the only problem is maybe the color, which doesn't match the rest of my trim. But thankfully it is black, so it does blend in with the rest of the black trim of the Rav4 inside of this under the climate area. So if you're interested in this product, I'll put a link in the description below, in addition to other ones that are also available. But otherwise, this product is really good, and if you're interested, check it out. See you in the next one.